Hey everyone, welcome back to one of my videos. In today's videos, I want to speak to you about three key factors or elements when you're leading or when you want to work inside a project. Either you have knowledge or not in project management. In this video, I will try to give you some hints as well as some insights for you to manage better your projects. No matter what kind of projects are you working on, maybe this is a technical project, it's more an institutional project, or a small or even a big project. But that depends. This principle will help you first not to forget what you have to get involved, and also will help you eventually to get better and more results. So let's start by speaking about the document plan. This is document plan. So most of the projects in tech, for example, in institutions or everywhere, needs a document plan where you will basically read everything in between, or will you basically will write everything that is related to the project, resources, time, budget, and everything. So I will not go deep down in this part. But if you don't know how to create a document plan, I will highly recommend you to look for that information. And I will try to make a video about that as well, because it's important to have a plan document. No matter what is the side of your project, this will help you to back up information, but most importantly, to help to the second point, which is clear goals. You really need to be able to write down your goals, or eventually what are going to be the results of the projects that you are working on. The document, it can be technical depending of course on the people that you will be working for. If they know the Django, then it needs to be technical, but if not, then also needs to be easy to understand. For example, of course most of the project will have stakeholder, internal and externals, and therefore you really need to be able to make them understand what's the plan about. Risk, this is something that many people when working on it, starting in project management, do not visualize. Documents are pretty nice, of course, to have, and sometimes they tend to be idealistic. But one thing that makes them realistic, it's to really take into consideration what are the risks or of the project. So what happened, for example, if one of my resources failed, either people or technical or material resources, and what to do. It's important not only to identify what are your risks, but how will you address this? What is just like going to be like your plan of reducing risks? So having clear goals, a document plan, and understanding and identifying your risk will help you to eventually first to be more effective in the use of your resources. Remember that a project involves many resources: people, technology, software, so on and so forth. Time as well, because your project of course has a deadline and depending of course on what methodology you are using, agile methodology, Scrum, Kanban, etc. But you have definitely time, deadlines, commitment, and of course, even though you are not involving a budget, and this is something important that you need to take in consideration, money, it's time, and vice versa. So next time you want to succeed in a project management, either small or a big project, remember to have a document plan, identify your risk, and plan what if and what to do in case, and clear goals. See you next time.